Hey y'all, how are y'all doing today? Peace on earth and love and light to you. I am GabrielleEther. Welcome to my channel. So, I'm going to talk to y'all about today. I know what I'm going to talk about, but I can't just name it something right now because there are different levels to this thing that I want to kind of hit on, okay? So, this is for today's Sunday sermon. I tried to make this probably like 3 days ago and it didn't work out. So I'm glad that it didn't. And I think at the beginning of this video, I'm going to post a video of my daughter talking about how we always find feathers. We continue to find feathers now. Before she pick up a feather, well, like if she see before I do, she's going to pick it up. So I try to like get it out of her hand real quick to make sure nothing is on it. Most of the time, nothing is on the feathers at all. Nothing sticky, nothing wet, no bugs, nothing. So that's because I always believe that certain feathers that we see and that we're attracted to are sent by the universe. So when I get back, I never wash them. Some people say wash them. I never do because I just feel like I'm going to wash the magic off. So, but I want to. The thing that I wanted to talk about was people who believe in some type of leader to guide you, or some type of guru, just some type of teacher in general. Which I can understand the concept of it because that's what I am. I am a teacher. I am a priestess in the making. That's what I like to call myself right now. Until I get more comfortable with the whole priestess's role, then I'm just gonna say priestesses in the making. Wow, that's gonna be a word that I ain't gonna be able to say for real. I see. I don't know, but anyways, I was just experiencing here lately. And then I guess it's why I couldn't make that video, because yesterday I talked to this person who was like a great example of this, who was telling me the things that they believe in. Usually when someone tells me what they believe in, I'm like, oh wow, cool. I try to take the good part out of it and just embrace that. And I'm all with them. I'm like, oh, wow, that's cool, even though I might not necessarily believe like that. But it wasn't until this person started to push their beliefs over on me, and when that happens, then that's when I have to be like, well, I don't believe like that, then I have to just say whatever. So that's exactly what the person started to do. And but the thing is, I was already attempting, like, I was going to attempt to make this video like 3 days ago, So, I had already been seeing things on the topic of people who put too much emphasis, I guess, on what a leader should be. Because there are great people in this world. I watch people every single day. It's really the only way that I get by, because I like to watch great people. I like to watch people who have been there, done that, who have great wisdom, and I I watch those people, and I allow those people to lead me and guide me to greater things and bigger and better, wiser ways of thinking and becoming. And but with that being said, I used to be in the Christian religion. Now, every Christian is not like me. I'm just telling you guys my story. And the pastor in that church was who everyone called their leader. And what we believed in, we basically had to submit to this pastor. And I saw later on in life, even before I left that church, I made a lot of mistakes because I was so-called submitting to this leadership, and I would do everything that they said. And all of my dreams and visions at that time, they told me to tell them, and I did that because that's what I believed. And I felt like God sent us this leader to better direct us. And so therefore I put all of my faith into this leader rather than my own wisdom. And I saw that's where I messed up at, and that's what I'm trying to teach you all today, And at the end of the day, I've always said that I never want to become the type of teacher that says, this is my way, do what. Y'all, the phone cut off for like no good reason, but I always want to be the type of teacher that does not condone codependence, but independence. And I just want people to, listen to what I'm saying, hear what I'm saying, receive what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, if it doesn't fit your lifestyle, and this is what I always say on my pick a card reading, don't apply anything to your lifestyle or to your mind that that it's just isn't resonating with you. It's not what you believe in. And I can't do anything but tell you guys my opinion and the things that I find from my research and my findings in the way that I've come to believe the things that have worked for me, and hopefully you guys can get some type of wisdom from it, some kind of knowledge from it. And if you don't, then I feel like if you don't, based on that's not what you believe, then I feel like that's great. I've done my job, because I always want to I never want to be the type of person that just force my beliefs on anyone. I want people to be able to listen to me, and I want to try to let people just show people that while you're listening to me, listening to GabrielleEther, listen to the things that I'm saying and pick out the good things. And anything bad or something that you don't believe in, I don't want you to just say, well, I'm going to believe GabrielleEther because, I feel like, she knows what's best. And even though it don't sound good to me, I'm going to believe her. Because I feel like we've been taught that a lot in life, so I never want to put that type of energy out there. And that's the type of energy that I come from. And this guy told me yesterday, he said that, he believes that the world, is coming to an end. Basically this apocalypse is coming any day now. So that's what he does, is prepare. And I told him, like, yeah, I don't all the way disagree with you. Like, I do believe, I wouldn't be surprised if the world kind of ended in this apocalypse type of thing, Walking Dead type of thing. It just would not surprise me. I can't say if I just believe it's going to happen. So he says what he do every day is prepare. That's what he does because that's what his religion tells him to do. And so he prepares. And y'all, this phone keeps cutting off. I'm just gonna have to hook all the videos together. It's not like it's out of space or anything, so I guess it's just cheap. I don't know. And so just forgive me if I kind of don't really know exactly where I left off at. But I know I was saying that at first I was just like, okay, cool, that's what you believe in, that's what you believe in. I knew the type of religion that he was in, so, and it's not Christian, so I knew that it's best when it comes to his type to completely leave that alone. I wasn't trying to say anything against what he believed in because I knew that when dealing with that specific religion or certain ones, it might not be all of them, but certain ones, I mean, they gonna go real hard. So I wasn't trying to go there at all, but they really for one, kudos to them. I do like how hard they go for what they believe in. I love that about them. And so I was trying to stay as far as away, with that argument as I could. And then he just kept saying, he just prepared. That's what he do. He prepare for bad times. And then so somewhere along in the conversation, I asked him, well, what do you do for fun? And he was like, I don't do the things I used to do. I prepare. That's what I do. Because, his religion teaches him he should prepare, because the world is just getting bad, and it's just going to happen any day now. And now, I remember when I was in the Christian faith, they made me feel like the world was going to end, and I don't believe in the rapture. Me personally, I don't. They will make you feel like the world was going to end now. Like, the way they came at you, they bring a feeling like, man, do y'all see the things that are coming? Do y'all see what the Bible is saying? The leaves are changing, the seasons are changing. We don't know which season is the next. Do y'all see this? They made you feel like, and he's not a Christian, but they made you feel like that, based on what the Bible said, this is just supposed to happen any day now. Even though I've heard that sermon ever since I was old enough to hear it. So for 20-something years, and the world hadn't ended yet in the way that they said it was going to happen. But anyways, I told him. So then, eventually I just had to say, because he was just preaching this stuff. So eventually I said, you live your life preparing for the worst. And then so he was like, well, that's what scripture says to do. And then I was like, okay, I understand that that's what you believe in. And he was like, I feel like you believe similar to what I believe in. You're looking for another place to go. I think you should be over here by us, And then I just, stopped him. I was like, no, I would never be a part of anybody's organization. I can, like it. I can accept it. I would not become a member of anybody's anything, but I can come by. I can say, hey, I can say hello. I like what you guys are doing here, but I don't want to be a part of an organization. It's just what I teach. I don't find anything wrong with it, but that's me, and I believe sometimes we all need to come together as groups, as one, and plan certain things. I believe that, but I don't feel like I'm not fixing to sign up to be a part of nothing for real. I don't know, maybe it depends on what it is. It got to be something like very specific, to where I know something's going to get done, I guess. But for the most part, I don't want to do that, especially when it comes to religion. Religiously, no. So, he was saying that, and then I was like, no, because, I'm very independent. I take from a lot of different areas of life, and he was like, yeah, but the world is going to do this, do that, and you said that you believe that. I was like, yeah, I said to an extent is what I was telling him. To an extent, I do feel like that's a possibility, but as a spiritual person, as the person I've become today, I rather not focus on the negative. And I believe, you guys, when I look down 444, I love when I make it, but when I hook these videos together, it's not going to say 444, okay? But I love when I'm making these videos and I see signs that I'm supposed to just keep going. But I love that. So, what was I talking about? As a spiritual being, as a magical being, oh my gosh, I just watched Leora Alexandra today. I think that's how you say her name. And she was talking about being a galactic being, a multi-dimensional being. So, oh my gosh, go watch that video. It was great. So, I'm definitely striving to get there, because it wasn't the first time I heard about that today, but it was the first time that I actually sat down and listened to see exactly what that was. So, and this is basically what we're all striving to be, I guess. And so, but right now, I know I am a spiritual being. I am a magical being. That's just what I consider myself, and I think we all are. And I think we all are supposed to become professional manifestors. And I told him that I was like, I believe if any negative entity attempts to come at me on purpose, and I'm not the one that caused it, because I do a lot of crazy things to cause negativity to come towards me as a human being. But if I'm not the one that caused it, I believe my positivity can turn that situation around. Okay, I don't feel like I can just stop negativity from coming towards me, period. I don't think that, but I believe that positivity will win. So and I told him, me and my positivity don't win every battle. I have not won every battle, that has came towards me, but I do believe that if everyone, if everyone accepts this awakening that's coming on right now, or at least the majority of us, like a lot of us are, then we can totally change what can come. Because it's like a lot of people prepare for the worst, and then a lot of times people just think that this world is just ran by demons, which it is, and that we're in a lose-lose battle. A lot of people feel like when it comes to Illuminati, like they can't beat the Illuminati. The Illuminati comes in and they just take these people who are willing to sell their souls, so they're not going to become a part of the entertainment industry, because the Illuminati is there, and the Illuminati is not going to let nobody in. It's like, I think people forget sometimes that that the universe controls all of this. The universe is much bigger, much powerful than any negative entity. And the way the universe works is through positivity. Like, you really can't get the universe to do anything for you without positivity, really, especially when you know better. And when I say the universe, what do I mean? I mean any spiritual being that helps bring any type of result. So that can be angels, however you believe, angels, archangels, that can be ascended masters, that can be unicorns and fairies, they can be feathers that you find that has energy. Feathers have energy. Feathers can do magic for you. Crystals can do magical things for you because they have a certain type of energy. Your ancestors, all of those things, anything with a certain type of energy, it's basically everything around us comes together and make things work for you. So what is that? All together, that is the universe. So with that being said, I don't prepare for the worst, because I used to do that. And I remember telling my friend not too long ago, that's usually me. That's me. And then it wasn't until a little while ago where I started to say, I'm not going to do that anymore. Like I told that guy, I told him, there's definitely a realistic way of thinking when you say you're going to prepare for the worst. So that means you're always prepared, just in case something bad happens. That's LaShonda Brown. It's not GabrielleEther. Some of you guys probably know that's my LaShonda Brown. That is my birth name. That's the name that my mama gave me. But I always looked at Gabrielle as being my higher person. And GabrielleEther, it does not all the time prepare for the worst. GabrielleEther keeps the worst in mind, but I would rather focus on, okay, if this can happen, how can I bring positivity into this situation to change this situation? Or how can I not focus on that negative thing and instantly turn those thoughts into something more positive? Therefore, a negative result will not come, cannot even present itself, because that positivity has already taken over. I try to do that. As far as today, I have a situation today, and I'd rather not think of the worst thing that can happen and prepare for that. I'd rather just think of the best thing that can happen and just accept that the best thing is going to happen, so therefore the best thing will happen. So I told him, he was like, and I told him that exact thing what I'm telling you guys now, and he was like, well, I can't go off of that because that's not scripture. And I told him, I said, if that's what you believe, and if that's what's making your day brighter, then go ahead. He asked me, why don't you believe in the Bible? And I said, I absolutely love certain things in the Bible, but I cannot totally, submit myself to one thing that has flaws or anything that has flaws. I believe in the Bible just as much as I believe in the book of Cinderella. It has wonderful gems and things that you can take from it that's just like that will bring you success. But I can't listen to everything in there. And I said I cannot, and I told him, I said I cannot limit myself, to anything that any man says, because at the end of the day, the Bible is just what another man says. So now we're gonna come back to this leader thing, you guys, because he said, he was like, and I was like, he said, you feel like it's limited? And I was like, yeah, I do, because it's teaching you how to prepare for the worst instead of looking at yourself as a stronger being than that, as someone who can actually turn over this prophecy that's supposed to happen. Someone who can actually say, okay, I see that prophecy is going to happen, but how can I change it? I was like, your Bible actually has that in there somewhere, but for some reason you're only focusing on that part. So therefore I cannot believe in anything that has flaws, totally, and I cannot believe in anything that's going to limit you. And he was like, well, this is what my forefathers are saying. And I was like, yeah, but you're greater than that. He was like, I'm not going to believe I'm greater than my forefathers. No, who am I? And I was like, who are you? I was like, you're very smart, you're very wise, you're highly intelligent. Who are you? You can be that chosen one that can receive these downloads that has never been seen on the earth before. And I was like, who am I? And I was like, I am an intelligent being. I'm smart, and I'm very wise. I'm magical. I'm spiritual. I'm all those things. And I believe if some big monster come and knock on that door right now, if it don't scare me half to death, then I can change the situation. And I strongly believe that. And I was like, I can change any situation because I'm just that powerful. He said, don't get boastful. And I said, I don't boast in myself. I boast in something that's greater than me. And that's what his Bible says. I said, that's what I was saying, that his Bible says that I'm not boastful. Like I told him, I'm not being boastful in myself. I'm being boastful in the spirit that I know that's higher than me, that's wiser than me. And I know that and I know the things that the Spirit has shown me, and the things that make me who I am. And I'm very confident in that. And that's exactly what I told him. And I said, now with that being said, I believe, like I said in the beginning of the video, I believe there are people right now, and I was just talking to someone the other day, you guys, about me not doing my own readings because I can't really do my own readings. There are people who are more seasoned than me, who are wiser than me, more knowledgeable than me and stuff, and I watch those people and I respect those people. The universe, when it comes to the universe, of course, will have all the knowledge in the world, all the knowledge in the universe. So I definitely can respect that. And people are here to lead us and to teach us. But I don't believe that you should limit yourself to feel like you will never know more than anyone who has taught you. You can definitely surpass people, People come to show you the way, but you can definitely surpass people. Now, when it comes to the universe has, infinite knowledge. So, I don't know about that. The universe is the one that has the secrets and just gives us, these downloads. So I told him, and this is what I'm telling you guys, when it just comes to people who believe in leaders, and that they are the end all be all, let's not believe like that. And at the end of the day, if I'm telling you guys something that just makes no sense to you, don't believe me. Please do not take what I'm saying and apply it to your life. Go off of what you really believe, So like I told that guy, I was like, I believe that, and I even saw it in him, that you are that special being. I am. There are going to be downloads of wisdom and knowledge, you guys, and I'm telling you guys now, especially the ones who are led to this video to hear it, whether it's today in 2019 or 2023, whenever you watch it, that you're going to be the one. The universe is going to give you knowledge that hasn't never touched this earth yet. Okay, you're gonna figure out some things, and there's certain things right now that goes on in my head that I just know is true, but I've never seen nobody talk about it, and then the more the universe shows me the evidence, I'm going to bring it to you guys. So therefore, we cannot just say that there are these leaders or these gurus or teachers or anyone who is just there to point us in this right direction, and we just have to listen to every single word that they say. We should not go into anything like that. So y'all, I think I'm going to end that right there, because I think I've said everything that I want to say. You guys see exactly what I'm talking about. I would say this. I think his name is Steve Judd. I watch him a lot. I haven't watched one of his Sunday sermons in a long time, and I forgot that he did those. And he was talking about faith today, and he's not a spiritual person. Now, you guys know I'm a spiritual. I'm going to come from the spiritual side. But he's not, and that's what I like about him. I've watched him for the longest. He's not fixing to talk about anything spiritual or religious. And he was like, and I like what he said. He was talking about faith. He was like, if you're going to have faith, you can have faith in yourself. And I'm going to leave y'all with that also, because it's like, if you don't believe in anything, believe in your own abilities. Believe that you are a powerful being. All of us are. And we have the ability to transform any negative situation into a positive situation. We are all magical beings, if you want to use that word. We are all professional manifestors, even before we learn how to tap into certain energies and certain powers of the universe. Even before that, we have that power in us. That's who we. It's just who we are as humans. So if you don't believe in anything else, believe in yourself. Believe in the power that you have. What is your personal power? Whatever it is. You don't have to believe in anything that I'm telling you. You don't have to believe in these spiritual things. But what is your personal power that something that that you can do well? So if you don't believe in anything else, at least believe in yourself. And don't allow anyone to come before you and say, I am your leader. And those ways that you have, that personal power that you feel like you have, is not whatever, it's not good, it's not right, it's supposed to be belittled, and it's supposed to be set down, and it's supposed to be pushed behind leadership, because that's what we was taught. You had that special thing in you, but you needed to sit down until the leader tells you to get back up and bring out that special gifts, because you're not ready. And I'm going to tell you, whatever you have, you put it out there, and they used to say it's just like a baby carrying a gun. That's what they used to say. Very negative thinking. But I had to do that. I had to just go ahead and go out there knowing that I was immature in a lot of things. I was unskilled in a lot of things. And I learned along the way, because you never know. When I was doing readings, and I'll go back and listen to some of those old readings, I was like, what am I talking about? Those same readings had like little gems in there, and people was like, wow, you helped me so much, because at the end of the day, I'm only listening to what spirit is telling me. So I hate to end the video with that, but it kind of goes with what I'm about to say now, but it kind of goes with what I'm saying, because I need to tell you guys, so I have a different price list now. My prices have went up a little bit, so it's going to be in the description if you want to know my new prices now. And it's just like my friend was saying, the more knowledge you get, the more knowledge and wisdom you get, the more just good things basically you're bringing to the table. That's when your price should go up. So it's not just me, it's Walmart, it's Sears, it's you. And you guys, you do that too, especially when you know that you have gone up another level, and that your time is more precious now, it's more valuable now. because you're giving people something bigger and better than they would even learn in school, for those of you light workers, especially for those of you who teach. Okay, so yeah, never settle yourself for less, you know. And I'm still relatively cheap, you know, because I don't like to break people's pockets. That's just me. So I feel like people won't be watching pick a card readings if they can actually afford real readings, or if they can afford real readings and they just you know, if they can just afford them and they just watching, you know, pick a card, you know, readings, then, you know, that's not good, especially when, you know, people are actually charging for personal readings. So I hope nobody is doing it. It's really taking advantage of the service that people are providing. But that is all, you guys. Continue to come and grow with me and subscribe so we can become a part of each other's tribe. That is all. Bye.